The 2027 Hyundai Kona is shaping up to be one of the most significant small SUV overhauls in recent memory. If you've been watching prices climb and wondering whether now is the right time to pull the trigger, hold that thought, because what's coming is a fundamentally different vehicle, one that's going to make the 2026 model feel like a placeholder. Here are 6 reasons why waiting for the 2027 Hyundai Kona is a genius move. Number 6. Fully redesigned. Everything is changing. The platform, the proportions, the architecture. Hyundai isn't patching up what already exists. The brand is building something new from scratch under the internal codename SX3. And the clearest signal of that transformation is what the Kona is going to look like. A lot of buyers in this segment have a familiar frustration. Small SUVs tend to look anonymous. They blend into parking lots, blend into traffic, and give no visual indication that they were worth the sticker price. The 2027 Kona is going in a completely different direction. Gone is the soft-edged, crossover-like shape of the outgoing model. What's replacing it is a taller hood line, a more vertical front face, and a roof line that cuts clean and crisp from every angle. The signature Seamless Horizon LED lamp stretches across the front for a wider, more planted stance. High-trim variants are about to feature parametric pixel lighting elements, bringing the Kona visually in line with Hyundai's Ioniq EV lineup. It's a bold look, one that signals adventure and purpose without needing off-road graphics or blacked-out badges to sell the idea. A striking exterior is reason enough to wait, but a new look means very little if what's under the hood doesn't keep pace, and that's where the 2027 Kona is about to surprise a lot of people. Number 5. New hybrid powertrains. Fuel efficiency has always been part of the Kona's pitch, but the 2027 model is making hybrid power a real priority, and the US market is finally going to see what other regions have had access to for some time. The incoming hybrid setup is borrowed from the all-new Seltos, which already launched with a refined 1.6-liter hybrid system. The standard front-wheel drive variant delivers 154 horsepower, pairing the gasoline engine with an electric motor for improved low-speed efficiency and a smoother overall driving experience. Think about what most small SUV owners actually deal with day to day. Stop-and-go commutes, school pickups, weekend errands. That's exactly the kind of driving where a hybrid system earns its keep. The electric motor handles the slow-speed work. The gas engine steps in when needed, and fuel costs drop in a meaningful way. The more compelling option, though, is what Hyundai is calling the e-all-wheel drive configuration. A second electric motor at the rear axle that pushes total output to 178 horsepower while delivering genuine all-wheel traction without a traditional mechanical driveshaft. For anyone dealing with rain, snow, or uneven terrain on a regular basis, that's a practical capability upgrade that doesn't come at the cost of fuel economy. The hybrid system also brings features typically reserved for fully electric vehicles. V2L, vehicle to load, will allow owners to draw power directly from the car, running devices or appliances from the parked SUV. That's an unusual feature in a subcompact segment where most buyers are focused on commuting, not capability. The hybrid story alone is worth the wait, but Hyundai isn't stopping there because an entirely separate powertrain option is also making its US comeback. Number 4. New Kona EV. The Kona Electric had a complicated recent history in the United States. After disappearing from the US lineup entirely, the EV version is making its return, and it's coming back with a package that's genuinely worth paying attention to. The returning Kona EV features a 48.6 kilowatt-hour battery pack paired with a 133 horsepower electric motor, offering an EPA estimated range of 200 miles per charge. For buyers whose daily driving stays well under 100 miles, the range figure is more than sufficient. But here's where the real story is. One of the most common reasons people avoid EVs isn't the range itself, it's the price. Most electric subcompacts on the market today are pushing well past $40,000. The Kona EV is returning as the least expensive electric subcompact SUV on the US market, making the switch to electric driving accessible in a way most competitors simply aren't. On a DC fast charger, the battery charges from 10 to 80% in approximately 45 minutes. Two 12.3-inch displays, one for instrumentation, one for infotainment, create a cockpit feel that's far more premium than the price tag implies. The powertrain options alone set the 2027 Kona apart, but what surrounds the driver every single day matters just as much, and the cabin redesign is one of the biggest changes of all. Number 3. New cabin design. The interior of the 2027 Kona is being rebuilt from scratch, and the design approach Hyundai is taking has a name: Bridge Style. It's a layout shift that opens up the center console in a way the current Kona simply doesn't offer. Anyone who spends significant time in a small SUV knows the center console problem. The chunky transmission tunnel, the bulky gear selector, the limited storage between seats. It all adds up to a cabin that feels tighter than the exterior dimensions suggest. Hyundai's solution is straightforward. The gear selector is moving to a column-mounted shift-by-wire stalk, similar to what Hyundai uses in the Ioniq 5. That frees up the entire center tunnel. Rather than a bulky console running between driver and passenger, the space opens into a wide, accessible storage area underneath, practical in the way subcompact cabins rarely are. The dashboard is anchored by dual 12.3-inch displays. That's a setup previously found in the Tucson and Santa Fe, not a Kona. Ambient lighting, refined air vent integration, and a material step-up across all trims move the cabin decisively away from budget commuter and towards something that feels a full class above its footprint. A cabin like that deserves equally impressive technology behind those screens. And what Hyundai is building into the 2027 Kona's tech stack goes further than most buyers will expect. Number 2. Tech features. Hyundai is labeling the SX3 generation a software-defined vehicle, and the centerpiece of that transition is a new platform called Pelios Connect, which represents the brand's next step in connected car architecture. The new system brings faster graphics, more intuitive menu navigation, and tighter smartphone integration than the outgoing model offered. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across the range, along with a Wi-Fi hotspot included without additional subscription costs. Here's something worth considering. Most people keep a vehicle for 7 or 8 years. A car bought today with dated software is going to feel significantly older by the time year 5 arrives. That's why Hyundai's features-on-demand approach matters. Rather than locking everything in at the factory, the 2027 Kona is going to support unlockable functions delivered over time, software that evolves alongside ownership rather than aging out of relevance. Safety technology is receiving significant attention as well. Automated emergency braking and lane keeping assist are standard, while surround view monitoring and a self-parking system are available higher in the trim structure. A redesigned exterior, a new powertrain family, a rethought cabin, and now a software platform built for the long haul. The only question left is what all of this is going to cost, and that answer is going to turn some heads. Number 1. Competitive price. Here's the part that tends to get overlooked when a new generation arrives. The assumption that a better vehicle automatically means a significantly higher price. With the 2027 Kona, that assumption is wrong. The current 2026 Kona starts at around $27,100. The incoming generation is not going to see major price increases. Hyundai is well aware that the Kona's value positioning is one of its strongest assets, and they're not walking away from it. The hybrid variant, which brings an entirely new powertrain with all-wheel drive capability and V2L functionality, is about to remain accessible rather than commanding a premium that pushes buyers toward the segment above. For context, the Kia Niro EV starts at over $41,000. The Volvo EX30 sits above $40,000. The Mini Countryman Electric runs north of $46,000. The Kona EV is returning to the market at a starting price that significantly undercuts all of them, while the hybrid variants offer similar technology at even lower entry points. From the outside in, the 2027 Hyundai Kona is being rebuilt with a level of intention that's rare for a vehicle in this price range. A bold new exterior drawn from concept car DNA, a hybrid powertrain finally arriving in the US with all-wheel drive capability, an EV option that undercuts the competition on price, a cabin architecture that borrows ideas from vehicles costing twice as much, a software platform designed to stay relevant for years. And all of it packaged at a starting price that keeps the Kona exactly where it has always been strongest, as one of the best values in the subcompact SUV segment. Buying the 2026 model today means settling for the final chapter of an older story, when a far more compelling one is almost ready to begin. But the competition is appealing as well, meaning that the new Kona won't have an easy task. Several more models have the ambition to dominate the subcompact segment, including the Nissan Kicks you can check out in our next video. It's cheap, spacious, and well-equipped, which is exactly what buyers in this segment are looking for.